Alright, let's get into it. Today we're covering the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster and its top 7 pivotal facts. Welcome to Cliff Notes 7 to Know. I'm Cliff Notes. Here's the deal. Learn 7 essential facts about the Challenger disaster so you can understand the what, the why, and the lessons that followed. Curious about catastrophic Challenger chaos? Let's launch into learning. Fact number 1. In January 1986, Space Shuttle Challenger broke apart 73 seconds after liftoff, killing all 7 crew members and disintegrating just over a minute into flight. Millions watched live, including schoolchildren, because teacher Krista McAuliffe was aboard under the Teacher in Space project. Test question. What event occurred 73 seconds after Challenger's liftoff? Correct answer. The shuttle broke apart. Memory aid, 1986, and in seconds it ceased. Fact number 2. The immediate cause was failure of the right solid rocket booster's aft field joint O-rings, degraded by record low temperatures. Think about it this way, those rubber O-rings needed to flex fast and seal hot gases at ignition, but the cold made them sluggish, and that tiny delay allowed hot gas to sneak past. Test question. What part failed due to cold on Challenger's launch? Correct answer. The O-rings. Memory aid. O-rings in the cold, Challenger's story told. Fact number 3. Hot gas blow-by burned through the SRB joint and then impinged on the external tank, causing structural failure and breakup. Here's where it gets interesting. A temporary plug of aluminum oxide likely formed early, masking the leak, but near max dynamic pressure. The loads broke that fragile seal and flames then ate into the tank structure. Test question. What did hot gas blow-by burn through on Challenger? Correct answer. The SRB joint. Memory aid. Gas blow-by. Shuttle's goodbye. Alright, next up, fact number 4. Morton Thiokol engineers warned against launching in the cold, but their recommendation was reversed after management pressure during a late-night teleconference. From a practical angle, engineers said there was insufficient data that this seal worked at those temperatures, yet management shifted to a yes-go anyway. Test question. Which company's engineers warned about the cold? Correct answer. Morton Thiokol. Memory aid. Thiokol warned, launch was scorned. Okay, moving forward. Fact number 5. O-ring erosion and blow-by had been documented since 1981, and by 1982, the O-rings were officially rated non-redundant. Criticality. 1. Let's clarify. The so-called backup ring probably wouldn't seat after the joint flexed, so there was effectively no safety net, yet flights continued, normalizing deviance. Test question. When was O-ring erosion first documented on shuttle missions? Correct answer. 1981. Memory aid. Since 1981, erosion began. Alright, next up. Fact number 6. The disaster halted the shuttle program for 32 months and triggered major safety reforms. The big idea? NASA revamped its culture and hardware, creating an Office of Safety, Reliability and Quality Assurance, redesigning SRB joints, shifting most satellite launches to expendables, and adopting pressure suits for ascent and re-entry. Test question. How long was the shuttle program halted after Challenger? Correct answer. 32 months. Memory aid. 32 months, safety hunts. Fact number 7. The Rogers Commission criticized NASA's organizational culture, citing ignored defects and unheeded warnings. Here's the key point. It wasn't just a bad seal, it was a breakdown in communication and risk acceptance. That cultural critique became a North Star for future reforms. Test question. Which commission investigated the Challenger disaster? Correct answer. The Rogers Commission. Memory aid. Rogers revealed, culture unsealed. Quick recap. Let's roll through the checkpoints. Fact number 1. What happened 73 seconds after liftoff? Correct answer. The shuttle broke apart. Fact number 2. What caused the failure on launch day? Correct answer. O-ring failure due to cold. Fact number 3. What did hot gas blow-by burn through? Correct answer. The SRB joint. Fact number 4. Which engineers warned about the cold? Correct answer. Morton Theokohl. Fact number 5. When was O-ring erosion first documented? Correct answer. 1981. Fact number 6. How long was the shuttle program halted? Correct answer. 32 months. Fact number 7. Which commission investigated the disaster? Correct answer. The Rogers Commission. You've mastered these 7 facts. With these insights, you're set to understand Challenger's history. What matters most is knowing both the technical chain and the cultural causes. Stay focused and confident, and you'll ace that exam. That's it for today. Let that sink in and keep this fresh in your mind.